Holy shit, this game exists! Alright, so, welcome everybody, my name's Bazcart. Today we're playing fucking Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, finally. Now, if y'all didn't know, this was a game that was actually kickstarted, and it was about 4 years ago. And I'll get more into that a little bit when we get further into the game, but for the time, that's from the demo they released for the backers, and that was me setting up stuff. But we are going to actually delete this one, and we're going to change this just to... There we go. I'm going to save that to YouTube, because why not? That's not my backer ID at all. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to leave it on Miriam. And we're playing through on normal because the other ones aren't available yet. And I'll let this do its thing.
The Industrial Revolution ushered in a new era that threatened to transform the values of men. No longer would spirituality be their compass, but not all welcomed the change. In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness, a horde of demons spilled from the heavens and fell on city after English city. There was a message. The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons, had done the unthinkable to defend their existence. Through recondite arts, the alchemists had created shard binders, humans transplanted with crystal that attuned them to demonic power. They sacrificed the shard binders, and in doing so threw the gates of the world open to humankind. Countless innocents died, and though the church succeeded in vanquishing the Hell's End, a steep price had already been paid and collected. As for the shard binders, they were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite. However, two survived. Jeeble, the boy for whom by some miracle the rite did not prove fatal. Mary, a girl who spared the rite altogether on account of the strange slumber that took her just before it could begin. 10 years had passed. Mankind too soon forgets tragedy. Demons have returned, presaged by a great castle. And on this very hour, Miriam awakens. Upon learning Jeeble is the architect of this new, blood-stained ritual, Miriam and the alchemist Johannes set forth for the accursed castle. Their galleon cuts through the water, lancing towards the inevitable.
Johannes, are you certain it was...
It was Jeeble's doing, Miriam. No mistake.
It's so hard to believe. I wouldn't even be alive if not for him.
I know. I know how you feel. But the facts are apparent. And the hell he endured 10 years ago would break the best of souls, Miriam. I want you to know that I'm sorry. What my brothers subjected you to... There's no forgiving it.
It was their transgression, not yours. You always took care of us.
Obviously, not enough.
Well, let it go, Johannes. We need to focus on the task ahead. If Jeeble is responsible for the summoning, then I have to stop him. I gave him my word.
I ought to do it. He was my best friend.
But I'm the only one who can. The shard experiments prepared me for combat. Let them amount to something. 10 whole years. What put me in that sleep?
I wish I had the answer. All I know is the spell that stopped time for you was advanced, arcane. But by observing the ebb of the magic's hold on you, I was able to predict exactly when you would wake up.
Oh, I see.
We'll make landfall soon. You should get ready. I had the chest there packed with essential equipment. Now would be a good time to put it on.
Alright, so I'm not getting through a whole lot because this is going to kind of move into more talking here in a second.
Good. You're prepared. The next order of business is to...
I'll take care of it.
Was that a shard?
I'd forgotten the way it felt. Like uninvited claws scraping across my bones.
The demon's power was transmuted into that shard, which forcibly bonded to the crystal embedded in your body. The strength you gain from it is undeniable, but eventually, the crystal will devour you.
I thought the procedure you discovered halted the corruption.
It did, but that doesn't guarantee you'll be safe if you start absorbing shards in massive quantities.
I know my body's limits better than anyone, and I'm going to need all the power I can get. If I run into trouble, you can help me. You've done it before. You'll do it again.
Thanks for giving me a choice in the matter. Well, I won't let you down. Not if I can help it. Just promise you won't push yourself.
How did they get inside?
The demons from the castle must have infested the ship.
Then they can help me wake up these muscles of mine. I'll wipe the deck with them.
Alright, cool. So, we're going now. So, there was a few things. Fucking the music in this series. Well, I say series, this is not part of a series. So, the guy who made this is named Koji Igarashi, I believe I'm saying that right. And he is the one that worked on Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Aria of Sorrow, Dawn of Sorrow, Harmony of Dissonance, Circle of the Moon.
This device responds to magic. Maybe I just need to hold my hand up to it.
Circle of the Moon, there was a couple, like, pretty much everything on the DS, Game Boy Advance, and Symphony of the Night. Why did I forget that name? Anyway, so he's the one that worked on those. Eventually, Konami was Konami, and they pretty much stopped letting him make games because that series wasn't selling as well as they wanted it to. And so he left, and he started a Kickstarter so that he could make a game that he'd been wanting to make for a long time. And here it is. And this game is fantastic. I haven't played through a whole lot. I played through the backer demo that they put out a couple, I think it was not this last E3, the E3 before that one. They put out a updated backer demo, and they had one before that that looked kind of off. But that's long and short of it. He wanted to make a new Castlevania game, and this is it. And it is, from what I've played so far, very good. It's obviously an indie game. It's not like the most graphically stunning game of all time, but it doesn't look bad, not by my metrics at least. And it has a lot of the old quirks that those games did, where you'll see people like doing short hops a lot and attacking because it will cancel your animation and let you do an extra attack. But yeah, I've been dying to get into this game. Ow. There we go. So yeah, did I not put that on? No, I didn't. Okay. So this is an action RPG. It's very gear-based. You'll find a lot of items and armor and equipment and the like throughout it. And it's pretty much, this is, like I said, it's, why is it saying, this is new? neato. Oh yeah, so he added a lot of special care to this. Like I said, it took 4 years to make, and it really shows. There's a lot of detail. It's got the biggest map that he has ever made. I think he actually said something akin to like 2 times the size of the biggest maps he's ever made. So if you've ever played Dawn of Sorrow, or Order of Ecclesia, or Portrait of Ruin for the DS, they actually had really big maps. The other 2 had stages, so it kind of broke up the maps. And this kind of works along the same way. It's all interconnected. You don't go to different places that I know of yet. But it does have like very distinct areas. We're not always just in the castle. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay, well now you want to start attacking. And this is actually a new form of things he had too. Because he always does this, well not always, but like, thank you. For a good amount of time since he's been making these games, there's been a concept where you could absorb souls or abilities from enemies, and this is kind of playing on that. What you doing there, buddy? Okay. So, that's where you get these shards, and there's been a few different gimmicks here and there. Dawn of Sorrow was a big one. It was for the DS. It was the first game for the DS, so they used the touchscreen a lot, where you couldn't just kill an enemy by killing it with damage. You had to then draw a pattern to seal it away, and that was how they kind of added touch capabilities to it, which was neat. You little bastard. Oh my god. But in any case, so yeah, you draw a pattern to kill the enemies, and this one is, this gimmick is kind of this, where you can actually like aim spells, which I fucking love. So that you don't always have to worry about like having an axe ability where you'd have to throw it up in an arc. You can just fucking aim shit. Oh. Whoa. So I'm aware that this doesn't look spectacular, like it doesn't look like far away, but if this is any indication of how big this map's gonna be, and this is mainly the starting area, this shit's gonna be huge. Also, the minimap is about my favorite thing in the world. You have no idea what kind of a nuisance it can be sometimes, not knowing exactly where you are and having to constantly hit select to go back and see where you're at in the map. It's so nice to have a minimap up there. And you know, also, there's another thing he kind of added a lot near the end of the Castlevania games he was making for Konami, is you'll see collecting like a lot of materials. That's because you can take those... Wow, that does a lot of damage. You can take those materials and convert them into armor or weapons and items and consumables, stuff like that. So there's actually a big system for that too. You'll see a lot more of it when I get to the main, like, outside town that you kind of live in. Ooh, short sword. Oh, that's for ammo. Okay. His head came off. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gushing a lot because, like I said, I've been waiting for this game for a long time. Save room. Oh, neat. I like that. That's what I'm keep saving it here. I want to keep my demo file. And I'm going to try my hardest to not play ahead on my own time for this. And just kind of try to... What's this about? Fucking what? Huh. Okay, so, that's not weird for Symphony of the Night. Symphony of the Night had stuff like that. But, not a whole lot after that, actually. A lot of it was pretty simple stuff. There was a special magic button mapped in Dawn of Sorrow where you did special attacks based on what weapon you had, and some of them had particular ones because they were like legendary weapons. Okay, well, this is another thing too. I love this about this. So in this one, oh, you actually turn the model too. Yeah, so you see her scarf there. That's one of the things on her you can actually change. So when I get this tattered scarf, it's different. And there's a different accessory slot here. I don't think the rings will show up. Oh no, there's a ring on her hand right now. Actually, let's find out. No. Okay, rings don't show up, but head accessories do. So those horns are gone now. Now they're there, and there are some accessories that do show up, and you'll see those. Like I found some elf ears once that are fake, but they give you like some bonuses, and those do show up on model. So I also saw that you can actually change your skin tone and haircut. This is the first Castlevania game that I can think of anyway that's had actual character customization, and I love it. Come here. Come here. Or don't, whatever. Shit. Why don't you die? Oh, you don't like that. There we go. And so, as you can tell, this is going to be one of those games where I just ramble a lot and kind of talk about my day, because it's a lot of exploring and a lot of backtracking. But I will try to mix in some, any kind of knowledge I know about the series. I'm not by any means, like, a scholar of this stuff, but I've played, I'm pretty sure, every Igarashi game he's ever made. And I've also played, I love the heavy weapons in these games too, by the way. This one, I've seen it's been kind of a hindrance because of your arc. It can be kind of a problem. But I usually love these, so. And fuck, okay, you're still alive. I thought you were dead. Fuck you. God damn, they're just putting shit everywhere in this game. Anyway, so gushing aside. Ow, too close. Yeah, fuck you. Oh, shortcut. Cool. You'll see that, like, a lot of times when you're using heavy weapons like this, you want to, like, jump and attack. Like I said, it kind of cancels the animations. I missed a room. I should go back and get that. Oh, fucking whips! Yes, thank you, God Whip. I don't know how good it is in this game, but with someone who fetishizes Castlevania like I do, this is a fucking godsend. Damn, it does damage. It doesn't help. I mean, it helps I got a crit there, but still. What's over here? I was in a save room. But yeah, I'm gonna save every time I get anywhere near a save room, that's for sure. Bronze. Yeah, actually there was some DLC that released, I mean, because I'm a backer for... actually, that's another thing too, I want to be 100% upfront about this, because I know a lot of YouTubers do this, and I don't want people to think that I'm gushing on a game purely because I backed it and I want to sell well or some shit like that. I am gushing on this game because I would have backed it because Igarashi was making it, no matter what. That was happening. And I also backed this game for more than I probably should have. But I backed it for, I think, $175, which means I'm getting a Switch physical copy, which that's releasing a little bit later than the other stuff. Than the... Motherfucker? Can I make that? Yes. Anyway, so it's releasing a little bit later than the Steam copies and stuff did. I don't know that I can actually make that. Ow. I might actually grind them off camera. Can I make that? I'd try it. Anyway, so I get, like I said, a Switch copy that's going to be physical, because I want to be able to take the Switch with me, and I want at least one physical copy. It comes with a special slip cover for backers. And there's backers specific items. Yeah, I'm not making that. I'm not sure where or how you get to it, but I know that they exist. This is a boss fight. Oh shit, you can kill the rats. Money. And so that might come up sooner or later. But yeah, back to this like crazy. There's also, I think, a shirt coming, a full cover, a hardcover art book, and some pins and other stuff. I might actually do a shoddy ass unboxing of it whenever it shows up, just because I'm so enamored by this. But here is actually where the first boss is. And now I'm not doing 100% completion. Oh, they're gonna talk shop.
So, Sleeping Beauty, you've decided to awaken.
Jibble, tell me you didn't do this. It doesn't make any sense.
How does it not? After all the sins humans wrought upon us?
Johannes told me what they did to you. And you're right, it's horrible. But what you're doing now is just as bad.
No! No, there you are. Very wrong. What the alchemists did was reshuffle our bodies. What I intend to do is reshuffle the world. I'd say I've earned the right. Join me, Miriam. You're the only one who understands the pain I feel. What it's like to no longer be human.
What? I never thought I'd hear those words from you. I was the one that came to you broken. Convinced I was a monster. And you told me...
This is nonsense.
You told me our power doesn't make us good or bad. Our choices do. I'd given up on my humanity. But you restored my hope. Don't you remember?
Master Jibble, we must return.
Yes. Miriam, I tire of reminiscing with you. You're here to kill me, aren't you? Then first prove you can find me. Along the way, you'll have no choice but to absorb shards and avail yourself of the powers of hell. If you can still claim to be human at the end of it all, then perhaps I might be more inclined to listen. Come, Gremlin. We're leaving.
Jibble, wait!
Alright, so this is the first boss fight. I fought her 2 or 3 times since the backer demo. But it's been a minute since I fought her last. She's not very hard though. It's pretty much just watch out for these goo things that's spitting out of its stomach mouth. And then she's gonna do this shit with her tentacles from hell. Whoop. Oh, you can still hit her in this phase. Fuck you! Ow. Oh shit, that does good damage. Whoops! I know if you get too close to her, she will eat you. So... I might actually need to heal here in a second, because I'm being sloppy as shit. Where you going? You doing this again? Whoops! That was bad timing. Yeah, fuck it. They gave me enough potions, I'll take one. Jesus Christ, they ramped up her health. Whoops! Nope. There we go. See, I'm not totally retarded. I can do this.
I saw it. Just a flicker. That was the Jeeble I know. I will put a stop to all this.
Alright, so my cat just decided to jump in my chair, and so if I scream or anything, it's because the cat's attacking me whenever it's trying to get onto the desk. Hopefully he doesn't be bad. God, this game. Cat, can you not? Can you not? There we go.
We're here.
Was this a village? What happened to it? The demons Jeeble summoned?
They've moved faster than we hoped. Miriam, we have to hurry. This was where we were supposed to meet our contact.
All right. But wait. Let me clear the area. There are still demons about.
So, I'm gonna try to go back to the Claymore for a little bit. I was gonna say, oh, before the boss fight, yeah, I'm not gonna do a 100% run unless, like, this actually does go somewhere and people start commenting and they want to see one. Then I would actually do one. But I don't know that anyone wants to see a 100% run of this game, just because it will be time consuming. Rat, fuck off. Okay. Fuck you. Rat, I swear to God. Where'd you go? Come here. Pussy? Anyway, now that I'm almost dead, like I was saying, if someone wants to see a 100% run,
Thank you, Miriam. You know who I am. And that means...
I'm sorry we couldn't get here sooner, Dominique.
So this is our contact.
Yes, the church sent me. As you can see, I know a thing or two about expelling demons.
that's not on the screen.
An exorcist. And we're lucky to have you, Dominique.
And the church you, Miriam. Thank you for guiding her here, Johannes.
You wouldn't have asked if it wasn't important. But you should tell us why you need her. Miriam isn't one to shy away from danger, but she deserves to be armed with all the facts.
Yes, very well. I told you when I contacted you that the Shardbinder Jeeble is responsible for summoning the castle.
Yes, there's no mistake about that. He admitted as much.
What? You spoke to him?
Then let me get right to the point. I find it curious that the outpouring of demons, facilitated by one Shardbinder, just happens to coincide with the sudden awakening of the other Shardbinder after exactly 10 years.
You're right, it is strange. But the church doesn't get to drag Miriam into this just because the timing is odd.
Oh, do you decide for her then? I asked you to bring her here so she could see the horrors that have befallen the village and make an informed choice. I have no intention of forcing you, Miriam.
You don't have to. I gave Jeeble my word that I would stop him. What happened here only strengthens my resolve.
Thank you, Miriam. I am sorry to put it on your shoulders.
Pardon me? Oh, hello there. Are you all right? We didn't mean to ignore you.
I'm all right, thank you.
You are quite welcome. Do you have a name?
Anne.
What a lovely name! Anne, you shouldn't be out here. Let me take you somewhere safe.
Oh, all right.
Come on, this way.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there before we move ahead with any more of this. Like I said, if you want to see a 100% run of this, and to what degree you want a 100% run, because some people mean just like 100% of the map, some mean 100% of the shards, 100% weapons, all that. It's up to y'all guys. If y'all are watching this, and you want to see any degree of completion, let me know, and I will do it, because I'm gonna do it on my own time anyway. So, in the meantime, thank you for watching. My name is Bazcart, and we'll be back very soon with some more Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.